The day I graduated from MIT should have been the proudest moment of my life. I had spent 4 years grinding through engineering sets, 3 high-stakes internships, and a thesis my advisor called groundbreaking. But as I sat among 2,000 graduates in my cap and gown, I couldn't stop looking at two empty chairs in the audience 005. Just 40 minutes before the ceremony, my mother had sent a text, "Sweetheart, Gianna got the lead in her ballet recital tonight. We can't miss it. You understand, right? We'll celebrate next weekend 018. They lived only 3 hours away, while my roommate's family had flown across the world from the Philippines, even bringing his grandmother in a wheelchair. My own parents chose a recital over their son's once-in-a-lifetime achievement, 026. I walked across that stage alone. The cheers of strangers the only sound in my ears, 035. The great silence. That night, I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I simply blocked them. I blocked my father, my mother, and even 15-year-old Gianna, not because I blamed her, but because seeing her name made my chest tighten with the memory of those empty seats, 043. When they tried to reach out via email, the excuses were predictable. My mom asked why I was being so difficult, and my father called me selfish, telling me to act like a grown adult because my sister needed them, 055. I didn't reply. I moved to San Francisco, joined a robotics startup, and spent 2 years building a life where I was my own only support system, 059. The reunion. 2 years later, my cousin Ramona, the only family member who actually showed up to my graduation, begged me to attend her wedding, 116. By then, my life had changed. My startup had been acquired for billions. My name was in Forbes, and I was the lead engineer on several major patents, 131. At the reception, I saw them. My mother looked older, her face lined with a grief I hadn't seen before. When she approached me, her voice was a whisper, pleading for a conversation. I told her it wasn't the time to O2. My father tried to apologize, calling their absence a terrible mistake. I corrected him. You made a choice. There's a difference to 10. The cost of forgiveness. The most heartbreaking moment came from Gianna, now 18. She revealed that she had quit ballet the moment I blocked them. I couldn't dance knowing what it cost our family. She sobbed to 38. Seeing my sister carry the weight of our parents' mistake broke my resolve. I pulled her into a hug, but I looked over her shoulder at the people who had abandoned me when I needed them most. You can earn this back, I told my parents, but it starts with understanding that you don't get to rank your children ever to 49. They nodded through their tears, finally realizing that while I had found success without them, the bridge they burned would take a long time to rebuild.